If you've been watching lots of home buying videos on YouTube, chances are you've heard a lot of the same things. Get pre-approved, don't overspend, hire a quality agent. And yes, all of these are definitely important things. However, in this video, we're going to dig deeper. I'm going to provide you 7 insights that are going to save you time, money, and peace of mind. All right, let's get started. Don't just look straight ahead. We walked into a house not that long ago with a client. The kitchen looked pretty good, but when we tested the microwave door, it literally fell off. Makes you wonder, right? What other deferred maintenance items was the seller not fixing? Don't get fooled by beautiful countertops and fancy staging. You want to check all the parts. You want to look up and down. For example, when you're looking down, you want to check out underneath the sink, see if there are any signs of past water leaks and repairs. Check out the baseboards to see what kind of condition they're in. Once again, if those are worn down and beat up, that's not a good sign that the seller's really been on top of things with the house. And then when you're touring around the outside of the house, look down towards the foundation and see if you can check out any fractures in the foundation. Also notice if any soil is sloping towards the foundation, which means when it rains a lot, the water is going to be pouring in towards that foundation, making it more prone to a potential problem. Also, when you look down outside, you might see a lot of roof granules in the downspouts that are collecting in the downspouts in the ground area. And if there's a ton of them, that's a sign that the roof is really deteriorating. Similarly, when you look up at the roof on the soffit just under the roof line, you want to notice and see if you see peeling paint, wood damage, potential termite damage. And then even when you look up on the roof, sometimes you could see the exposed synthetic underlayment has been exposed on the roof, which means enough of those granules have been pouring off the roof that it's really wearing out. So great if you can notice these things in advance, because it doesn't mean necessarily it might scare you away from the house, but you can know a lot more going in before you potentially make an offer and factor it into your offer. And if you see enough of these deferred maintenance items, you might not want to make an offer at all, because when you do go under contract with a home, you're going to have to hire an inspector to thoroughly inspect the home. That's going to cost money. If you can spot these things ahead of time, it could save you money and a lot of frustration. If you're under contract with a home, don't hire the cheapest inspector. You can save a couple $100, but it can cost you thousands in the long run. You want someone who is super granular in their detail, and in particular, you always want to get the sewer lateral inspection as well as an interior plumbing inspection, because those can often be sources for high-ticket repairs. If you've fallen in love with a house, make sure that you've also fallen in love with the neighborhood. So before you make an offer, check things out. For example, we had a client in Camarillo not that long ago. They were super impressed with the local Vons, had a nice selection of beer and organic food. They liked that. We also took them to the local tennis courts where they met some players who were very inviting and asked them to play at some point and join in. So they got a much better feel by touring the area around the home and seeing, is this the lifestyle that's gonna work for us? Or you have a best friend, mom, or neighbor who's going to have an opinion on your home buying decisions. And it's just normal human behavior as you move forward to think in the back of your head, well, what is my mom or my brother going to think about my purchase? Keep in mind, though, at the end of the day, you're the one who's doing the deep research. You're visiting all the homes, touring the neighborhoods, and you're also the one that's going to want to be happy living in the house and also has the best idea of what is the lifestyle that you're looking for. So it's definitely a good idea to bounce ideas off your closest allies. At the end of the day, trust your instincts and your own decision-making process as well. I know it can feel efficient to knock out 6 or more homes in one day. Just get out there, right? But we've noticed with many buyers that after about 6 homes, they can start to feel tired, overwhelmed, and not thinking clearly. If you get a chance, it's a good idea. Take a break with your agent, get a coffee or chai, and talk things over so you can reflect on what you've been seeing and learning. That way, as you move forward, you're going to have a clearer head, which is very important, right, for making such a big decision. One bonus tip, try to gamify your home search. Try to have fun along the way and try to have that big picture of what your future life is going to be in the perfect home with your family and your friends coming over. That's what's drawing you forward. And if you can, try to have agents as well that you really enjoy working with and are compatible with. And by the way, I'm Bart. My partner Keziah and I are real estate agents. We're living in Ventura County. A fantastic local lender we work with likes to tell us, Bart, you guys have all the fun because you're the real estate agents. You get to show homes and help people see the dream of this fantastic future home they're going to live in. And then she adds further, you know, on the lending side, people just aren't that excited. And one of the steps that many people want to overlook before they get out on the market is to not get pre-approved first. And that can be a big mistake because you could break your heart. You could get out on the market, find the perfect house, and realize you don't have your pre-approval and you don't have the means to purchase the house, and then you lose it to someone else. The second key factor to consider is saving your time. Real estate can be a lengthy, arduous process as it is. You want to do anything that can simplify it for you. So if you get pre-approved to, let's say, around $800,000, that's going to give you an idea of the price range of homes you're going to be looking at. And so you can rule out homes in a considerably higher price range. Similarly, you might actually get pre-approved for homes that are in a higher price range that you hadn't considered, and that might put you in the house that ends up being the most ideal fit for you, and possibly one that you don't have to fix up quite as much when you move in and fix those deferred maintenance items. Check this out. There's one tip I'm actually not going to share in this video because it's so good I don't want it to get out everywhere. And that is, we've been saving our buyers anywhere from $35,000 to over $100,000 off of list price sometimes. It's really good. If you want that tip, you're going to need to be a client. Give Keziah and myself, I'm Bart, a call. We'd love to work with you. And let's just talk and see if we're a good fit to work together anyway. Before signing a buyer's agreement with a real estate agent, you want to learn some important things. Number one, what is their communication style? Will it work with you? Do you prefer text, email? Also, is the agent going to really be available to you 7 days a week? Are they going to be available off hours, on the weekends? What are your expectations? Also, you'll want to have a good sense. Do you trust your agent to tell you bad things? That is important. Will they tell you the cons of a house or a neighborhood? That's really what you're hiring them for, is their in-depth market knowledge. You'll also want to know how many points of contact will there be for your real estate agent / team. Because nowadays it's really popular. There's real estate teams where they have a lot of people working on a ton of deals that may end up being important for you because less information can get lost if you have a smaller number of people to be in touch with. So there you have it, 7 common and impactful buyer mistakes to avoid. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you know what, share it with a friend. Our YouTube overlord loves that when our videos get shared. And if you're thinking of moving to Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, or Ventura County, we'd love to be a resource for you, whether you're a few weeks out or just starting your home buying search. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.